I am doing my homework. I cannot attend the meeting. I have a doctor's appointment. We went to a concert to support a local band. The event will take place next week. They've been discussing the issue for a while. The store sold the new video game within hours. Were you studying for the exam before you realized it was delayed? I wish I could sing like a pro. He finished his presentation early. They are planting flowers in the garden. They want to start their own business. The movie was shot in Hollywood. He wrote a novel in his spare time. Have you checked the weather? Have you finished your book? He needs to save money for his future. He was born in May. You must follow the rules of the game. We have to find a new place to live. The train leaves in 10 minutes. They will meet us at the restaurant. He tried to play the piano every day and as a result became a talented pianist. The concert lasted 3 hours. I've already made dinner. The library opens at 10 a.m. We should have invited more people to the party. He remembers his childhood. They enjoy watching movies at home. We used to go skiing every winter. I wish he had bought that car when it was on sale. He has been working for the company since 2010. She started learning to cook a month ago. They want to buy a new house in the city. He plays the guitar very well. He enjoys playing football with his friends. Flowers bloomed in the garden. I have to take the dog for a walk. They should have finished the project by now. By the time you arrive, he will have finished the game. He had his guitar tuned to a musician. You have to be patient while learning a new skill. You have to be careful when crossing the street. Does your father drive a car? He couldn't find his umbrella on a rainy day. Despite being a small car, the interior is surprisingly spacious. We have lunch around 12 o'clock. He had his clothes ironed at the dry cleaners. We are waiting for the bus. He didn't listen to the instructions, so he made a mistake. Does he play the piano? He hopes to win the lottery one day. He will start a new job in October. We visited the museum yesterday. Children are playing with toys. He studied English for 2 years. They had already explored the city before I joined them. You should have learned from your mistakes. He doesn't drink coffee in the evening. He had finished his work by the time his boss arrived. He agreed to help me with my project. They appreciate your time and effort. They were discussing the project proposal. They are studying for the exam. They can organize a charity event. We usually have lunch at 12. We were waiting for the movie to start. The company is improving its customer service. The message has been forwarded to the relevant unit. He will practice his guitar skills every day. By the time he wakes up, we'll be at work. He wished he had bought that car while it was still available. The teacher had the students write an essay as homework. They are skateboarding in the park. The bus will arrive in a few minutes. He wants to be a doctor in the future. They had their cars done in detail at the car wash. Although the hotel is not luxurious, it offers great service. He had his computer repaired at the repair shop. He couldn't find his favorite shirt. We are excited to open a new page in our lives. Children are playing outside. He usually goes for a run in the evening. The decision remained under the influence of the public. They will celebrate their founding anniversary on Saturday. He will be a doctor in the future. The team is working on their strategy. Next year they will redecorate their house. He is studying for the geography exam. The article explains the importance of a balanced diet. The store was closed the day we went. He had his bike repaired at the cyclist. We will explore the city during our vacation. We should be grateful for what we have. You have to wear a tie to the official event. The team is preparing for the upcoming tournament. He should have paid the bill on time. I believe that kindness is more important than intelligence. If I had a magic potion, I would use it to bring world peace. Does not play video games. He played chess with his grandfather. It rains a lot in this area. He saved money by cutting back on unnecessary spending and was able to afford a vacation as a result. Even though the weather was unpredictable, we decided to camp anyway. Can I have a glass of water, please? We often visit museums when we travel. Where did you go on your last vacation? They asked. The problem was caused by the lack of communication. They often go to concerts. Have you ever tried skiing? If I had a magic potion, I would use it to bring world peace. It did not work for testing and failed as a result. I like to drink coffee in the morning. I prefer action movies to romantic comedies. The proposal was rejected by the committee. I wish I had more time to travel. The library opens at 10 a.m. We must respect our elders. They have been studying abroad for a semester. They better not miss the train. They are climbing a mountain. The package was opened by the buyer. The book was published last month. Workers were repairing the roof of the house. I had been taking Spanish lessons for a while so I could understand the basics. He wishes to participate in the painting exhibition. The problem was caused by a technical error. He'll be away all week. He has to call his mother to celebrate his birthday. We were walking in the park when we saw a deer. We'll buy a new laptop. She enjoys cooking Asian cuisine. I prefer winter to summer. They can adopt a healthier lifestyle. We've known about the incident for weeks. I wish I knew how to fix cars. I could save on repairs. We were already eating when they arrived. I wish I had more time to spend with my friends. He studied hard and got good grades as a result. My teacher told me, you have to be careful in class. He takes pictures of the sunset. The film was nominated for an award. If I had known you were coming, I would have made a cake. The car driven by the drunk driver caused the accident. I will book the hotel before I leave for the trip. Students presented their projects in class. I got a call from my sister. I wish he hadn't missed his flight. He always helps his friends. He will have learned to play the guitar next week. Had he taken the train, he would have arrived on time. She has been taking care of her baby since birth. They had been searching for their lost dog for weeks and were thrilled when they found it. He had his bike painted a different color. He enjoys playing basketball with his colleagues. Have you ever seen a shooting star? I doubt your honesty. The report has been compiled from various sources. Dog trained by owner performs tricks. I will retire in a few years. He likes to play the guitar to relax. By the end of the day, I will have finished studying for the exam. Email sent by mistake. They are of different ethnic origins. Children are playing outside. We should have studied together for the exam. We should have studied together for the exam. They envy your success and wealth. We were looking forward to going home as we worked at the office all day. After the snowfall, they made a snowman. I was playing the guitar while my brother was singing. Always remembers to lock the door. The flowers blooming in the garden are very beautiful. Can I have a slice of cake, please? They must ask permission before leaving the classroom. I don't like watching horror movies. The woman seen in the red hat is my aunt. They were watching a movie when the power went out. When you return from your trip, I will have redecorated the house. We lived in that neighborhood for 10 years. The children are playing hide and seek. You must make a reservation for dinner. She wants to try bungee jumping. While it is time-consuming, cooking from scratch is healthier. They usually go shopping on the weekends. I tasted a new flavor of ice cream. He wants to try skydiving. He finished his presentation early. I've already made dinner. By the end of the summer I will have learned to swim. The conference will be held in March. You must wear a helmet when riding a bike. He was late for his appointment. Were they dating for a long time before they decided to break up? I would apologize if it were me. He will have fixed the computer until you need it. Despite financial difficulties, they started their own business. He's riding a bicycle. We went to a music festival. I will start my own business in the near future. The mistake was made by me. He promised to call me later. We are excited to see the new movie. I will be working on a new project in the office. I saw a beautiful rainbow after the rain. Was it working regularly before it hurt the knee? The company should have done a market research. By the end of the year, I'll have saved enough to buy a car. They should have finished remodeling by now. They are preparing dinner together. I wish I hadn't eaten so much for dinner. They don't watch TV in the morning. We often go to the beach in the summer. I will have finished my presentation before the meeting begins. The team led by their captain won the championship. He will practice his guitar skills every day. I wish we had moved to a bigger house. It belongs to a sports club. His mother consoled the boy who was seen crying in the park. They arrived at the airport in the evening. Had he accepted the job, he would have made more money. We usually go shopping on Saturdays. We went to visit our grandparents during the summer vacation. We are studying for the English exam. I got a letter from my pen pal. Although expensive, this smartphone has incredible features. He couldn't find his way back home. He should have taken better care of his health. We had been planning the trip for a long time. Although it is far, we decided to walk to the park. Member of a book club. He enjoys watching movies at home. He hopes to find a job in a big city. I wish I could participate in sports competitions. Despite being nervous, he gave a great performance. I can't go to the concert. I have a previous commitment. I wish I didn't have to work on the weekends. He needs to fix the broken window. My teacher told me, "You did well in the exam." He better apologize for his behavior. He wrote a novel in his spare time. He sang a duet with his favorite singer. By the time you wake up, I'll already be at work. The teacher should have given clearer directions. Are you coming to the party tonight? Waves crashing on the shore. The building was destroyed in the earthquake. I wish I hadn't sold his old car. I got a call from my sister. He needs to take a break and relax. They had their dogs groomed and trained in the pet salon. The photo was taken by my friend. We never go to bed late on weekdays. We decided to take a walk in the mountains. He likes to listen to music while cooking. Are you enjoying your holiday? The baby is sleeping soundly. They are preparing dinner together. He decided to stop eating fast food. I want to learn to play the guitar. She had her dress tailored to fit perfectly. They are watching a movie right now. It's getting cold outside. A green apple is more sour than a red one. Was he working on his novel before he had trouble writing? You usually play football on the weekends. While the job is challenging, it offers great opportunities for growth. Working on marketing campaign. He has great leadership skills. Despite being a small car, the interior is surprisingly spacious. We had the plumber fix the leaky faucet. He always brings his lunch to work. I learned to knit to make my own sweater. Before using the device, you should read the instructions. I had known him since high school before I got married. The baby was babbling and trying to say words. Working on marketing campaign. I want to learn to play the piano. The computer crashed during the presentation. They had already packed their bags before the trip was cancelled. Can be promoted to a higher position. Even if it's not perfect, it's still a good effort. I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. He didn't take the shortcut, so he came late. After he finished his homework, he went out to play. We had already bought tickets when the concert was cancelled. The government had the building inspected for safety. They are playing football in the park. The team is preparing for the upcoming tournament. Have you ever tried skydiving? They asked. I lack experience in this field. By the time he graduates, he will have already started his internship. He may need to buy food on the way home. He is playing with a toy. He wants to try rock climbing. They built a sand castle on the beach. He got his passport stamped at the airport. He wants to buy a new phone. The photo was taken by my friend. He's making his dreams come true. He joined a running club to prepare for a marathon. He couldn't remember where he parked his car. The concert lasted until midnight. He has been studying for the medical exam for months. They lack motivation. We have been waiting for the train since 9 o'clock. They had been dating for a year when they decided to get engaged. He studied English for 2 years. The movie was watched by millions of people. Despite financial difficulties, they started their own business. We are studying for the English exam. They completed the puzzle together. We plan to go shopping later today. We watched a football match on TV. They practiced yoga to relieve stress. We used to swim in the lake when we were kids. He works out in the gym. Sometimes I listen to music while studying. He left the party early feeling tired. The musicians will travel to different cities for their concerts. They celebrated their victory by winning the match. My smartphone is more advanced than yours. The problem was discussed at the meeting. The cat was chasing mice in the house. He likes to play tennis on weekends. We lived in London for a year. Dog trained by owner performs tricks. He enjoys playing football with his friends. The report was written in haste. I wish we had spent more time exploring the city. Have you ever seen a shooting star? Although it was expensive, I decided to buy the car. He is writing a letter to his friend. I plan to take a vacation next month. If we had booked the hotel earlier, we would not have had a problem finding a room. We decided to go on vacation together. Have you finished your homework? We will go on a long journey in the summer. He should have stopped work. They have known each other since childhood. They have to pay the rent until the first of the month. They want to learn to speak Spanish. He often forgets his keys. The cake was shared among the guests. I often play football with my friends. We are chatting in English. I rarely drink soda. They had a gardener mow and fertilize their lawn. They rarely eat spicy food. You have to turn in your research paper by Friday, the professor said. The song was sung very well by the singer. We usually go shopping on Saturdays. I've been studying English for 2 years, he told his friend. I exercise in the evening. We had made plans for the weekend before they invited us. He loves swimming in the ocean. The teacher writes on the whiteboard. She's cooking dinner. He had not been able to find his passport before his trip. She needs to practice her dance routine for the show. The bridge was built years ago. He works out in the gym. We had already booked our flights before the travel restrictions were announced. They met the actors after the show. John and Mary got married last month. He usually arrives late to meetings. They had completed all the tasks on their to-do list. He was studying medicine at university. You have to study for the upcoming exam. They can organize a charity event. Students take notes. Students are preparing for the school theater. They want to buy a house in the suburbs. They will attend a wedding ceremony next Saturday. Thanks everyone for their support. He played the guitar at the concert. They want to open their own restaurant. We had already bought tickets when the concert was cancelled. It supports your decision. They need urgent help. The restaurant was serving customers all evening when a famous celebrity walked in. We must respect different cultures and beliefs. Last night's concert was louder than I expected. Working for scientific experiment. They built a sand castle on the beach. The house was painted last week. The concert lasted 2 hours. The movie will have already started when we arrive. I would apologize if it were me. The article examines the impact of climate change on agriculture. They signed up for a painting course to explore their creativity. They have been playing chess for hours. The window was accidentally left open. We've known each other since high school. I found an article that explains how to prepare for a job interview. He wrote an article on the advantages of learning a second language. He goes to the gym 3 times a week. He had been attending college for 4 years when he decided to leave. Have you ever tried rock climbing? The meal was enjoyed by everyone at the party. I can't go to the concert. I already have plans.